Hi everyone, in this video I will be showing you how to use if function in a spreadsheet. I am using Microsoft Excel and I will be showing you how to use if function in Microsoft Excel. So the function that we will be doing will be if function. So if is your inbuilt function. It is an inbuilt function, so we don't create it. It has been provided to us by the software and we can use it. Now what is the use of if function? Now with the help of if function we can check a condition, and depending upon a condition we can display a particular information. So if function, it is used to check a condition, and then depending upon the condition a set of values can be displayed. Like for example, I have entered over here number of working days, number of days present. Okay, suppose it's number of days present. So the attendance, or suppose it's 200 over here, and so I want that if the attendance is more than 180, then it should display good, else it should display not a good result, or we can say poor attendance. So you can write equal to, like I have already told you in my previous videos that the function always starts with an equal to sign. Then we will use if, and then the cell address is B2. If B2 is greater than, here I am writing the condition, if B2 is greater than or equal to 180, then it should display good. If the condition is false, then it should display poor attendance. Poor attendance. So you can see over here I have entered 200, that means it is showing good. If I write 120, poor attendance. 150, poor attendance. 190, it's good. 191, it's good. 200, it's good. 100, it's poor attendance. So depending upon a condition, a set of values can be displayed, or an information can be displayed. Now how to use your if? The syntax for using if is, you write equal to, and then we write if, and then we give the condition over here. Condition, conditions, CONDITION, condition. We check the condition, and if the condition, now this is the syntax, and there are two commas. So if this condition is true, that means if the condition that is given over here is true, then whatever you write after first comma, this information will be displayed. And if this condition is false, whatever condition you have specified here, if this condition is false, then whatever you write after second comma, this information will be displayed. Like in my case, you can see over here in the formula bar, you can see the formula that I have written. If the condition, that is if B2 is greater than 180, if B2, that is the value B2 over here, if this is greater than 180, it will display good. And if this condition is false, then whatever we write after second comma, that is poor attendance, will be displayed if the condition is false. So to check the condition, we are using if function. So if function, it is used to check the condition, and depending upon a condition we can display a particular output. This is the use of if function. So if function, it is used to check a condition, and depending upon a condition you can display a set of values. Now here I am using only one if function. If you want to check multiple conditions, suppose you want to check multiple condition, so for that we can use multiple if functions. Now I will be showing you how to use multiple if functions. Let's first erase these things. Okay, let me remove this. Also, let me remove this. Like over here, I am entering the marks. I have entered the marks a bit of English. Here I am entering the marks for physics, and in this column I am entering the marks of computer science. 98. Here I am entering marks of chemistry. And in this web technology, so I have entered marks over here. If you want to give border, you can select the border option from here. This way you can increase or decrease the width of the column. For row also you can do the same thing. Now I want total over here. I want to display percentage over here, and grade I want to display in this column. Now if you want to display the total, so what we do, we select the cell, and then either you can use the auto sum feature, or you can just write the formula equal to sum. If you want to use the auto sum feature, so you have to select the cells and then click on auto sum. Automatically it will display the sum. In the formula bar you can see the formula also. If you want to use the formula yourself, you can write equal to sum and then the first cell address and the last cell address. This is F2. So it will take out the sum of values from B2 to F2. Same thing, you can just drag, click on the fill handle and drag it down. Let's enter a few more values. 78, 90, 65, 45, 69. Let's enter a few values here also. This time randomly I am entering any values just to show you how to use the function. Okay, now just drag it down, automatically you will get the result. If you want to center align, just click on the center alignment. This is for your vertical alignment, this is for your horizontal alignment, the top one. You can see, suppose you increase the size. If you by default it is bottom aligned. If you want to make it center align, click on this middle align. If you want to make it top align, top, middle, and then bottom. Okay, let's make it this way. This was about alignment. Now if you want to take out the percentage, suppose there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 subjects, so and the marks are out of 100, so you can write, if you want to take out the percentage, this is your total divided by, either you can write 5 or 500 into 100. So this is your percentage. Just click on this fill handle and then drag it down, you will get the percentage. Now comes the grade portion. Now to take out the grade, we will use if function. Now the criteria for grade is that if your this is your percentage and then this is grade. Okay, if the percentage is between 90 and 100, it should be A grade. If it is between 70 to 90, it should be B grade, and if it is between 50 to 70, it should be C grade. If it is between 30 to 50, it should be D grade. If it is between 0 to 30, it should be E grade. So just make it, if it is between 0 to 50, it is D grade. I will just check these 4 conditions: 90 to 100 A grade, 70 to 90 B grade, 50 to 70 C grade, and 0 to 50 it should be D grade. Now and then I will check to take out the grade. I will use the if function, if, because I have to check condition, and depending upon the condition I want to display a particular value. So for that we will be using if function. So as I have already told you, if function, it is used to check a condition, and then depending upon a condition you can display a particular output. So if the value which is present in H2, I am checking this field, if this H2, this is our H2 field, okay, this is H2. I am checking the values which is present in H2, because percentage is present in H2. I want to check the percentage. Depending upon the percentage, I want to display the grade. So therefore, I am writing H2, because the cell address of the value that I want to check, it is H2. So if H2 is greater than or equal to, if it is greater than 100, suppose by mistake I have entered the percentage which is more than 100, so it should display invalid, because percentage cannot be more than 100, invalid. You can write in small also, invalid percentage. Then we write, put a comma, and then again one more if. If again, if H2 is greater than or equal to 90, so what should it display? It should display great. I'll just write A. Okay, it should display A. This condition is finished. Now if you want to check another condition, again you write one more if. Again, if H2 is greater than or equal to 70, so what should it display? It should display B grade, because here you have written if it is between 90 and 100 A, if it is between 70 and 90, that is the value should be, if it is greater than 70 it should display B, if it is greater than 50 it should display C. Now coming to C grade, again one more if H2 value present in S2 is greater than or equal to 50, it should display C grade, right. And again one more if, just put comma and keep on putting multiple condition. You have to put a comma and write the multiple condition. If H2 is greater than or equal to 0, it should display D grade, comma, you can write else, comma, or you can write one more condition, or you can display the message else invalid percentage. Now you will close all the bracket. First this bracket you will close, then you will close this bracket, then you will close this bracket, then this bracket, and then this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 brackets are there. So you have to close the 5 bracket. This is your first bracket. The second bracket has been closed. You can see it has become bold. Then you have to close the third bracket. Then you have to close the fourth bracket. You can see the color also. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the last one, fifth bracket you have to close. So once this is done, so now you can see. Okay, I'll just change the value of percentage without changing the total. I'll just enter the value for percentage. Now suppose I've written over here 90. Suppose the percentage is 90. So it is displaying A. If the percentage is 89, it will display B. If it is more than 100, suppose by mistake you have written 101, manually suppose you have written 101, so it will display invalid percentage, because I have written the condition over here. You can see the condition, if H2 is greater than or equal to 100, what should it display? It should display invalid percentage. So this was our first condition. If the value of H2 is greater than or equal to 100, it should display invalid percentage, right. So if this condition is false, it will check the next condition. If H2 is greater than or equal to 90, it will display A2. If this condition is also not satisfied, if this is false, it will display, it will check the next condition. If this condition is also false, it will check the next condition. If this condition is also false, it will check the next condition. And if this condition is also false, so it will display invalid percentage. If all the conditions are false, it will display invalid percentage. That means if you return anything in negative, it will display invalid percentage. So let's check it. Suppose you have written over here, so the mark percentage is 23, so it is displaying D. Good. Because if the percentage is between 0 to 50, it will display D. But suppose you have written 9 over here, it will display D. But if you have written a number in negative minus A, it will display invalid percentage. So this is how you can check the grade. Depending upon percentage, you can check grade. If it is 99, 99, A, 78, it is B, 60, 78 B. If it is 45, it will display D. If it is 50, it will display C. And if you return any number in negative value minus 34, it will display invalid percentage. So with the help of if, you can check multiple condition, it's coming invalid because if all the conditions satisfied is not, if none of the condition is satisfied, that is if the S2 is greater than equal, if not greater, is not greater than 100, if it is not greater than 90, if it is not greater than 80, if it is not greater than 50, if it is not greater than 0, that means it will display invalid percentage. If you write anything in negative number, any negative number, it will display invalid percentage. If you write any value which is more than 100, if it is more than 100, it will display invalid percentage. So you can check multiple condition with the help of if function, and then you can display a particular output. So this is how we are going to use if function. So let's, now this was our percentage, and just drag it down and automatically you will get the values, you will get the grade depending upon a percentage. Now let's change some values in this. Suppose we change the value of the last column, you can see the grade is automatically getting changes because the percentage is changing. Here also, suppose we have done some changes over here. Here I have done some changes. Let's do some changes. D. Let's do some changes. Okay, so percentage is changing, total is changing, percentage is changing, and grade is also changing. If you increase the value, so automatically the percentage will change and the grade accordingly it will change. So this is how we are going to use if function. If you just want to check one condition, so you can write it this way. If, suppose I want to give the result also, whether the student is pass or fail. If H2 is the percentage, if S2 is greater than or equal to 50, this is the condition. If the condition is true, so whatever you write after first comma, that will be displayed. If the condition is wrong, it will display the value that we have written after the second comma. So if this condition is true, pass will be displayed, and if this condition is false, then whatever you write after second comma, this will be displayed. Since the value of H2 is more than 50, it will display pass. If you change the value to less than 50, it will display fail. So let's press enter, so you can see that result pass. But suppose you have changed the value over here. Let's make some changes. Okay, so since the percentage is less than 23, since it's less than 50, it will display D grade. And since I have written over here that if S2 is less than 50, it will display not promoted. Therefore the message or the result not promoted is being displayed over here. Everyone is pass. Let's make this student pass also. Okay, now this everyone is pass now. So this is how we will be using if function to check a particular condition. So again, Let me tell you, the if function, it is used to check a condition, and depending upon a condition you can display a particular value. So I hope you have liked these videos. Keep on watching these videos. Thank you and have a great time.